All right, Pisces, what is going on for you? This is mid-September to the end of the month. We have a very big full moon happening in your sign of Pisces. It is a partial lunar eclipse. All right, February. Nope. That's when your new moon was. This is in September, September 18, 19, depending on where you are on the planet. So just know that this is happening, and this is going to be about some kind of purge wherever you have your sign of Pisces, whatever house it's in. I want you to take a look at that because that's the part of your life that is going to experience a purge. Okay. So, or a releasing or a letting go or a moving on from. Okay. For example, if you have Pisces ruling your seventh house, this could be the end times of a marriage or a partnership. If you have Pisces in your 10th house, this could be the closing up of a career, or it doesn't have to be like, okay, those two are really big things that would end, chapters that would end in your life. It could be chapters of those things. So let's say, because I don't want to freak anybody out who's like getting married in September and they're like, oh my God, it's the end. It's the end of your being single or the end of your being like betrothed to each other. Now you're married to each other. Do you see what I'm saying? So it could also be the end of just a chapter. Could be the end of, the beginning part of a friendship, and it leads to like, hey, we're going to buy a house together or build a house. No, you're not building a house, but we'll see what comes out in the reading. But there could be it's like it got a next chapter kind of feel to it. Okay, Pisces, my ears are burning like crazy right now as I'm talking to you. Peace underneath. Hold, please. Boy, is that your card. Imagine that's your ability to manifest and to align with the energy that you're wanting to create in your life, poised right at the brink of something new and blessed. Oh my goodness. Peace and imagine and poised. This is very beautiful energy. And I know Pisces, there might have been kind of a rough sled here for a little while because you've had Saturn in your sign for about over a year now. And it's going to stay until the end of 2025 in your sign. It's retrograding right now. I believe it's going to go all the way back to the 14th degree of Pisces. You've got Neptune in retrograde right now. Neptune and Saturn are going to move into Aries next year and get out of your life, at least as it relates to your Piscean energy. But this almost feels to me like this is the closing up of maybe something that's bigger than just a chapter. So like a chapter in a career can be like, I'm leaving a job and I'm taking on a management position, or I'm leaving this kind of life, kind of career life, and I'm moving into, starting my own business. That's kind of a bigger chapter. That's almost like, let's see, Harry Potter, right? So there's chapters within those books, and then there's a series of books, right? Which is really what your life is, a series of books. And so you could be moving into a new book of Harry Potter. That's for somebody. Somebody loves Harry Potter. I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, let's see what's happening for Pisces. I just love this so much. For me, it's in my fifth house, and fifth house is the place of creativity and joy and fun and sex and food and just really reveling in the energy of doing things that are fun. And with Saturn there, Saturn makes fifth house kind of heavy, so there can be, along with some kind of romance or some kind of love partnership, because fifth house is about the beginning of love relationships or how a relationship starts. There could be a closing up of a beginning of a relationship, meaning, moving through into the next stage. So just saying, this stage may have been a little bit rocky with Saturn there too. Okay, just FYI. Underneath, Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, look at this. Queen of Swords. Woo! All right. 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. So if any of you have been having a rough sled with somebody, this is going to be over, as we say in Boston, OVA. It's going to be over. And I like this ironically enough, I don't usually like this card, 4 Pentacles, but this feels like you're gaining your footing again. So this could be happening internally where you just kind of come to terms with something, coming to terms with something that has maybe really felt like a betrayal. And you might be, standing up to this person or just say, Queen of Swords here is like, you know what? You're being a jerk. I'm out. Queen of Swords is saying, I see what you did. No more. Okay. No emotion here. Just like, that's it. That's it for me. I'm moving on. Four of Wands is beautiful energy. So, and the blessed energy and the imagine. You could be in that in between time when you're like, okay, this is closing up and I'm moving on to something else. Not really sure what it's going to be, but I see something, some potential for beauty on the horizon. Yeah, look at this. Two of Wands. This is the manifestation card. You're kind of looking out into the universe and like, what do I want it to be after this betrayal? What do I want my life to be now? Okay, this was a rough chapter. I had to learn a lot. And I'm taking it in. I'm not repelling it. I'm not, pushing it off. I'm not like it's all you. I'm taking in whatever my responsibility is. I'm not overdoing it. I'm not taking on too much. I'm not saying I'm at fault 100% or you're at fault 100%. I'm not really doing that. I'm kind of looking at it. This is very I don't want to say spiritual energy, but it's more like clarity, very strong clarity. So you're coming from a good place here. All right, with this King of Cups showing up. I feel like you're making choices not only just based in logic, because what I feel like you're learning is you're learning to also take your heart into account. I think you might have done something that was really practical. Ooh, okay. It's possible that you took something on because it looked good on paper, or this relationship was supposed to work, or this is what everybody else wanted, and so I married this person because it just seemed like the logical thing to do, and it didn't work out, or I took this career path because that's what I was expected to do, but now I'm really seeing that I hate it. Um, I feel like you're taking your heart more into account. And Pisces, I would not expect you to be any different. Some of you might feel really betrayed because you were kind of taught not to take your heart into account, and that was a mistake. That was incorrect on whoever taught you that, on their part. Three of Pentacles, beautiful energy here. Seven of Cups, the World, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Oh my, yes. Two of Swords. You are just taking, like keeping your own counsel from here on out. I don't feel like you're asking for a lot of other people's opinions or advice, because I do feel like that's what got you into this first mess. Somebody else's opinion of things or how things should go, even well-meaning. But in this case, I almost feel like the reason for the betrayal was that it was not that well-meaning, that someone might have told you what they wanted you to do and then said, I really just have your best interest at heart. If someone ever says that to you and you get a tingling sensation, do not believe it, okay? I've had people who do have my best interest at heart. It's not like they're here to sabotage me or anything like that, but they don't know my heart. They don't know my journey. They don't know my path. So I feel like that's one of the lessons you're learning, is not to take in other people's advice, not to let it rule over your own wisdom. All right. And you're becoming a master in that regard. I like this King of Cups and this Three of Pentacles. Whoopsie. Okay, I got too many things here. I like this because this is telling me that you're starting to trust yourself. You're starting to trust yourself, and you're going to make some new decisions that are going to be just magical. Okay. The Seven of Cups in the World. I'm done being kind of buffeted around by everybody else's opinions or what else is going on. And I'm really going to start from scratch here with this Page of Wands. I'm really going to go into my heart and what excites me, what brings me joy. I'm just going to go in the direction of my bliss. Ace of Pentacles, the universe is saying, yes. The universe is going to support this now. And if you feel like you've been betrayed or you've had a rough go of it, and you're like, I was just doing what I thought was, everybody else was saying this was the right choice, but it turned out it sucked. Okay. And so now you're being rewarded for staying in your own very, very powerful intuitive lane. Okay. You're not going to, the Two of Swords here in the Four of Pentacles says to me, no, that you are now stepping into power. I love it. Okay. So the World and the Page of Wands, stepping out into the world. Five of Pentacles, don't freak out. Five of Pentacles, look at that. This is absolutely turning your back on something that did not work. All right. If you've had trouble with money, if you've had trouble with, maybe you're in the wrong place in terms of your career, maybe you're in the wrong place in terms of, the frenemies that you've collected, or people who, seek to drain you of your very pronounced magic. All right. I did a morning message for Tuesday that talks about nobody tries to squash a light that isn't there. People only try to squash your light if it's really bright and they're threatened by it. So Three of Wands, turning your back on that lack mentality. Okay. Oh yeah. Judgment, beautiful energy. Are you kidding me? Wow. All right. I am not worried about you at all. This Knight of Swords, this can represent one person, or it can represent a collective of people who are just not on your wavelength. Okay. Who is this Knight of Swords? And I feel like they're pissed about this, that you're making choices that are good for you. Eight of Pentacles. So some of you, if you have a business and you employ people, some of you are making choices that other people will impact other people, but that are the right things for you. It's not without logic. I just want to say to you, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to follow my heart and forget the logic goes out the window. This is a nice blend of those two things. So this is like, okay, I want to do something that has to do with helping people. I want to move in this direction. I feel really strongly about it. And then I also see the path. And so there's somebody here who's going to be impacted by this decision. Eight of Pentacles. Oh yeah. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, and okay, this may not be for all of you, but some of you are stepping away from a spouse. Some of you are ending that chapter in your life. And I feel like that person has kept you grinding in a career that has taken your health, has taken your well-being. Some of you are very, very lost indeed in terms of what's good for me, what's important for me to know about my own wisdom. Okay. Some of you have really given your life over to other people, and they have not had your best interest at heart. And this is a very painful realization that someone you have given your life over to does not have your best interest at heart. And so they're giving you a lot of shit here about this decision. And I feel like some of you are like, you know what? It's time, if this choice isn't for you, it's time for us to go our separate ways. Wow. Two of Cups. I'm looking at this King of Cups up here. Knight of Wands. Eight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. There's a new person. This has nothing to do with the choice. Okay. This choice is independent. There's a person on the path here. Okay. That is going to be the three knights here. So there's something here about your growth and expansion that the person you're with right now cannot help you get to this next chapter. That's not their journey. Okay. So this may seem really drastic to some people. This may seem really even sudden to some people, but it's possible that you married somebody that your father told you to. I have a friend like that, their father said, that's the person for you. And they married them. And can you see where that might have been not the wrong thing to say? Because my friend learned a ton of lessons from this. Um, but this chapter is over now. This chapter is over. And feel like you know it deep in your bones. Oh, yeah. This chapter is over. Fool. Two of Pentacles. Been teetering on this for a long time. You know why you didn't do it? Feel selfish. You might have that experience. Oh, yeah. Empress. A lot of you are stepping into your power right now, and you're just too big. I got to tell you, like, if you think that just standing still is going to keep you from this relationship ending, I'm going to tell you, I think that's not true. I think this relationship is going to end within the next 9 months. Okay. The 9 of Cups there. You might have been teetering on this decision for about 2 to 4 years. Yeah. 3 of Swords, 100%. You know it too. High Priestess. Oh my goodness. High Priestess, Hermit. Wow. Page of Swords. You have a powerful teacher right now, and this is maybe a guardian angel or an ascended master who's talking you through this. This ascended master has maybe coming to you through dreams, blah, 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 through dreams, or just through really strong intuitive hits. Okay, so your intuition is getting a lot stronger. You're ruling, Saturn being in your sign of Pisces is taking you over the jumps. This is not an easy lesson. Saturn doesn't pretend that any of the karmic lessons are going to be easy. In fact, Saturn is like, I'm sorry, that's not part of this. Part of the reason of this lesson is that you must walk this kind of rocky terrain on your own. And by on your own, I just mean that you are now heavily surrounded by archangels, angels, ascended masters. So it might look like you're alone on this path, but you are really being watched over. You are being cared for by some kind of wise spirit. Okay, could be an ancestor. Could be something like that. It's possible that this has something to do with twin flame, that you've are moving on from a very, very toxic situation. Some of you that might be moving on from the chapter with the twin flame. Some of you might be moving on from a chapter with a karmic soulmate. Either way, this level of toxicity has to end, and it has to end by you making a decision to move on. Okay? All right. Pisces, I'm going to keep going. If this is your reading, there's a link below. Let's continue on. I'm going to look at what you don't see coming, and let's get some guidance from those ascended masters. Okay. Link is below. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.